Hello everybody, my name is Michael, the creator of Cook Before Watching and its content. We're back here to be rigging along with this guy, making him movable and stuff like that. And last time I left off, I had finished off creating pretty much the setting up the IK and FK controls. So here I've got all the IK rigs, so I take that, move that. I can now move his legs and stuff. It's not attached to the main bone at the moment. It's separated, but I'll attach it later. And then I've got the FKs all here. So it's all set up. It's all working. I hope it is anyway. I hope I won't get any problems with it. They're bound to come. Who am I kidding? They are bound to come. So in this video, I hope to lock both the IKs and FKs to the main. Let's get that in pose mode. Actually, I hope to lock both the IKs and FKs and make them both able to move the function as well as able to switch between them. I need to create a function or a little I don't know what to call it. An IK-FK switch. That's the name, but I want to give it a different name, more pizzazz name. IK-FK switch seems boring now I think about it. I've also set up a reverse foot rig if you're wondering what all this is. So I can take this, move it up, and it reverses. As you can see, he can now stand on his heel. I've also got a little if I can select it. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. That's so he can step on his toes. Basically, I've got another bone hidden behind here. Wait, I selected it so that I can move the toe as well and still be able to move this. So yeah. Cool. I've got all that set up. So now, where should I start? Is the question. Where shall I start? I think where I'm going to start is I'm going to select this bone, select the properties and go into the bone and add a custom property. And this is going to be the IK FK switch. No, that's oops, I wanted to go in here. This is going to be the IK. We'll go into edit, IK FK switch. And the minimum's going to be -1. No, the minimum's going to be 0, and the max is going to be 1. So when it's set to 1, that means it's on IK, and when it's set to 0, it's going to be IK. When it's set to 1, it's going to be FK. Is that really where I want it? No, I don't think that is where I want it. Okay, ditch that. I think, where should I put it? That's a good question. Where shall I put it? Where should I put the slider that is going to control the IK-FK switch? Now I often find many riggers, they essentially create an additional thing, like a little object or whatever there, and they put the custom properties in there. But personally, I don't like to do that. I like to try and minimize the amount of shapes I have in the bones so I can see the model as clearly as possible. And I think where I'm going to put it actually is in the hips. So let's go into pose mode with the hips selected, select the bone, add a custom property, edit, call it IK FK switch. Since this isn't going anywhere, or this bone isn't going to be going anywhere, so I'll put it in there. Did it work? No, it didn't. IK FK switch. Okay, maximum is 0, or minimum is 0, maximum is 1. I'll default it at 0. Property value. Use soft limits. Nah, I won't be using soft limits. So now this is going to be the slider that controls the IK-FK switch. I turned into Gollum for a second. It controls is this? That did not sound like Gollum at all. Better try better next time. So, how does this... Okay, first off, I do not want a single IK-FK switch, I want 2. So this would be left IK-FK switch. That's a bracket, not an underscore. So this will control the left IK-FK switch. I'll add another custom property. Edit. Set that to 0. Minimum is 0, maximum is 1. And this would be right IK-FK switch. Okay. edit 0, 0.000. There we go. So set to 1, set to 0, set it to 1, set it to 0. Alright. So now I've got the slider that is going to control my IK FK switches. So if I want the left leg to be on IK, it will be set to 0, and if I want the right, or if I want the left to be set to FK, it will be set to 1. So now let's create our constraints. That is not the leg I want to select. Let's hide the IK joints, and I'll select that. So this is currently the bone that controls the leg. And everything's functional. Let's go into the constraints. Add copy rotation. Actually, first am I gonna do that first? I'll do that later, actually. So now I've got copy rotation selected. I'll set it both to local space. If it doesn't work, then I'll change that around. I'm gonna select the armature I want, FK armature. Just so you know, later on I'm actually going to join these armatures with the main armature. But the fact that I'm doing it this way isn't actually going to affect the rig. When I join this armature with the main armature, Maya Blender is automatically going to detect that I've done that and change the names accordingly. So let's select the leg. Left FK leg. And now if I select the left FK leg, I'll hide the main armature. Where is it? Main armature. Select that. It now controls the leg. So there we go. Might have to do something about that later on, but the leg can't really do that much. Like, it can't do this. Legs cannot do that. They can only bend back so far. I think about this far is how far a leg can actually bend back. Like your most flexible person. Maybe actually a most flexible person could probably bend their leg back quite a lot, but the leg is very restricted with how far it can bend back. Right, so now that I've got that locked, let's hide the FK joints. Select or open up the main armature again. Where is that? There it is. So now that is done, let's do the same with the knee. Add constraint. Copy rotations. FK armature. It's alright, that's weird. That's something I don't want. Oh well. I'll solve that later. Let's copy the knee. Yep, that's right. And do the same for this. Add copy rotation. FK armature. I don't know why it's doing that. That's weird. Foreleg. FK left foreleg. Right, it's copying that. Let's do the same for the ankle now. Copy rotations. FK armature. Ankle. Left ankle. Copied. And for this, finally for this one, copy rotation. FK armature. Oh, I get it. I see what it's doing. Also, I forgot to set these to local space. And toe, left toe. That's a. Oh no, that was world space. Local, local. Local, local. That's why it was doing it, because I forgot to set these to local space. And now let's give it a quick test to make sure it's working properly. I'll hide the armature. Open up the IKs. Oh no, not the IKs, the FKs. Select the bones. Rotating right. The knee does it too. Yep. Foreleg. Yep. This. Yep. And the toe. Yeah. Alright, I've got a forward kinematic, whatever. Does it rotate right as well? Yep, that rotates correctly. What about left? Yep. Even though it doesn't matter here, let's still test it. Correct. 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 Oh, we'll test that one, and correct. One more. Correct. 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 The shoes haven't been skinned to the bones yet, so that's why they're not being changed. Okay, now let's do the same for the right side. Let's hide the FKs. Open up the main armature. Select this one. Add a constraint. FK. Armature. Keep forgetting local space. Leg. Right FK leg. Add. Copy rotations. FK armature. Keep forgetting local space. Knee. Right knee. Copy rotations. Set it to local space. Find the FK armature. Foreleg. Right foreleg. Do the same with this. Copy rotations. Local space. Ankle. No, I haven't selected the armature yet. Ankle. Right ankle. And finally, this one. Copy rotations. Local space. FK armature. And toe. The right toe. Okay, now that's all done. Let's hide that. Let's give it a test again. Make sure it's working properly. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. And got it. Okay. I think I might have noticed something up with the rotation. No, the rotations there look fine. Never mind. Okay. So the FKs are set up on the first setup. Oh, I also want to add. I mentioned in the last video that I might try to work on the shoulders because I was having a little problem with them. So far, I haven't found a solution, so maybe if I've got time by the end of this video, I'll see if I can find a solution during this again, but I didn't find any solution off-screen. Also, I get the feeling that I might want to lower the forearms. Might. That might also be a pain if I did that, because I would have to change quite a bit if I did that. Because the forearms, I noticed one little issue that I have with the shoulder is when I rotate it down as the shoulder lifts, and I don't want that. I want it to kind of just stay level, so I'm going to want to lower the shoulders a bit. The one issue I have with that is the hand, because that is completely in line with the hand. I had the hand on too high. Might have to fix the geometry a little. I'll see if it works, but I'll do that later. Okay, so now that's all set up, let's do the same for the arms. So, pretty much the same process. Set it all to local space. Find the FK armature. Arm, the left arm. Do the same here. Cover rotations. FK. Local space, of course. Forearm. Left FK forearm. And the hand. Oh, and the wrist. Not the hand. The wrist. Copy rotations. Local space. FK. Wrist. Let's do it quickly here on this side before we do the test. Copy rotations. FK. Local space, of course. Arm. Right this time. Copy rotations. Local. FK. Forearm. Right forearm. There it is. There you are. Copy rotations. Local. Arm. FK armature. I wrote arm when I did it wasn't meant to. Wrist. Right wrist. Okay, now that's all set up. Let's see if it's all connected. Ooh. That is connected. Yeah, that's a little problem there. The shoulder lifts and I don't want it to do that. So might have to lower. It's fixable. It's not a massive problem. Oops. Rotation, good. Move that. although it only rotates this way. That's good. And this as well. That's good. This side as well. Good, good. Good. And that's... Oh, I thought for a second I was rotating the opposite way, but nope. That's good. All looking good. Alright, that's all connected now. Now let's do the same for the IKs. We're gonna pretty much repeat the same process, but we're gonna connect it to all the IKs instead. So open up the main armature, wherever that is. There it is. I'm gonna add another copy rotate. Yeah, add another copy rotate. Local space again. This time I'm going to detach that, or I'm going to put the influence of that to 0, so that I can see the full influence of the FKs. So IK armature, leg, IK left leg. Everything set to local space. Okay, add another copy rotation. Set the influence on the FKs to 0. IK armature. Keep forgetting local space. Knee, left IK knee. Copy rotation, 0, IK. Local space, God darn it, how do I keep forgetting that? Foreleg. Zero, rotation, local space. There we go, remembered it that time. IK, ankle, left IK ankle. Now this is one I'm a bit iffy on, I'm hoping that's working. Influence 0, wait, did I do the influence 0 there? Yes I did. Add, copy rotations, local space, forget offset. IK, toe. That's something I was worried about. That is something I was worried about. Right, let's hide the shoe. Hide the shoe, we can fix that. Let's hide the main armature, open up the IKs. That's not what I want selected. Where's the toe? Left toe. 90? Nope. 180? Minus 90. Minus 90. No, minus 90. No, no. Minus 90. I was doing 190 for some reason. There we go. Let's see if it's the same on the right side. Right ankle, toe. Toe's already set up correctly. Okay. That's fixed. Open up the main armature. Actually, wait. Let's test if it's moving. Select that. Oof, 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 oof. That is not at all what I wanted. Not at all. Let's think. I think I have a solution. So this here is a free. I think it's. Has this got a copy location rig constraint? Yep, that's got a copy location. So if I get rid of that and go into edit mode, armature, parent, make connected. So now it's connected to that. And I'll do the same with this because I believe this, the ankle, if I can select it, or the toe. Where's the toe? Left toe. Left toe, left toe. That's the right toe. Where's the right ankle? There it is. Toe. Toe is selected, is connected to the ankle. Right. So that's already the case. What I'm going to do here, go into pose mode, and change the point in which it connects to, because it's connected to bone ankle. I'll write down constraint. Ooh, reverse rig, left reverse rig constraint. So now it's attached to that. Okay, so now if I move this, aha, that's more like it. And if I rotate that, aha, yeah, that solved the problem. I think that's what I want. Yep, that has solved the problem. Alright, let's do that to this as well. Let's go into edit mode, armature, parent, make, connected. Go back into pose mode. Change that to constraint, R reverse rig constraint. So now it's connected to that. And is the toe connected? I think I saw the toe not connected on the right. No, the toe's connected on the right. That's good. That is good. Oh, and also get rid of this thing's location constraint because I don't need that anymore. So I did something wrong in the last video, but I fixed it. That's what's important. These things usually are reversible or fixable, whatever. You're able to recover. Recoverable, I guess, is the phrase I'm looking for. So let's hide that. Get the main armature open again. Right, now let's do it on the right leg. Add a rotation constraint. Set the influence of the FK to 0. IK armature. Local space. Keep forgetting. And leg. RIK leg. Do it for the knee. Set influence to 0 there. Add another rotation. IK. Every time, I swear. Knee. Alright, don't forget it this time. IK, copy rotation. Set local space. There we go. Good man. Good man. That's how you do it. Knee. R knee. No, not the knee. Ah, foolish. Foreleg. Yes, I always write it with the letter number 4 because it's much faster than writing 4. Influence to 0. Add rotation. Local space. IK armature. Wait, did I do this with FK? No, I didn't. Thank goodness. Okay, armature. Ankle. And the toe. Influence to 0. Add rotation. IK. Local space. And toe. Right IK toe. There it is. Okay, let's make sure it's all worked. Hide that. Make the armature, make the IK armature visible. No, I want to be in pose mode. So rotate that back. That lifts the heel. Good, good. And this is the root point of the foot. Let's move that up. Yep, that works right. And finally, let's make sure the toe rotates correctly. Yep, yep, yep. Perfect. That is all perfect. Got a nice looking reverse foot rig there, connected to an IK, and it's controlling. It is controlling the leg very well. Let's just watch this. Oop. Yep, 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 yep. That is right. Okay, so we got a lovely reverse foot rig, and it's all constrained to the the main armatures constrained to it. All right, now let's do the same with the arms. So pretty much the same process. Set influence to 0, add a copy rotation, set it to local space. IK armature. Arm, left IK arm. Oh, that looked weird. The arm just slightly rotated there. Why was that? Why did the arm slightly rotate there? It's probably not a big problem because the differences are very small, and when I'm actually animating it, it'll still be perfect. So yeah, it's not really a problem worth making a fuss. It's not worth trying to make a fuss about. So let's set the IK armature. Did I just delete everything? I did. Foolish. Left IK arm. So yeah, that slight movement, not really worth making a fuss about, as long as it's still on point. That's all that matters. Preferably, I wouldn't like to have it, but it's not a problem really. It's just what's the word? The word when you want everything to be perfect. I forgot what it's called. Not PTSD, but not post-traumatic stress disorder. OCD, that's the one. Forearm, left IK, foreleg, forearm, and then that rotated. Weird. Okay. So something I realize. This is detached. Okay, I'm gonna have to do another little fix in this. So let's talk about the IK. Open up the IK armature, because this is detached from the arm. But now I now realize I don't want it to be. I want that to be connected. Set that to 0. Set that to 0 because it seems to be out of place slightly. This is detached, and now I realize I don't want it to be. So this is no longer what I want to control the hand. I want something else to control the hand. Let's go into edit mode. I'm going to add a single bone. Gonna turn on lock and move it exactly at the point right there, if the software will let me. No, not the top point, the bottom point. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna name that bone left IK handle. Right. Then I'm going to attach this. Actually, I'm also going to move that top point there. And I can select the wrist. Where's that? Left wrist, left forearm, left wrist. I'm going to attach the wrist to the left forearm. Armature, parent, make, connected. So now the left wrist is attached. And if I go into pose mode to change some of the edits, I'm going to change the left wrist handle to the left IK handle, and this I am going to constrain, copy rotations. This is not going to work, I just realized. This isn't going to work. I think what I've got to do is I've got to set up that I've got to set up all the same things I kind of did with the foot to make the reverse foot rig. So back into edit mode. Where's the IK handle? Got the left IK handle. Let's copy that. Call this the left IK pull vector. And move that. And that's going to be attached armature, parent, make, keep, offset. And I'm going to attach that to the end right there. And just for laughs, I'm going to lift it there. Okay, then we're going to copy that pull vector again, move it down, move it that way, and this is going to serve as the aim points for the hand. Call that now this is the pull vector. I'll call it pull. I'll call this aim. Right, that's good. So I've got the handle. Now go to the wrist. Go into edit mode or pose mode for this. And for the wrist, I'm going to add a inverse kinetic. Set the chain to 1. IK. The bone to aim for is the aim. Left IK pole aim. Is that what I called it? Left IK pole aim. Let's call it hand aim. Left IK pole pole. Let's call it hand pole. So that I know it's definitely the hand. Select the wrist again. I think I select the wrist. Yes, I select the wrist. Pole. Left IK hand pole. And the pole tag or bone, not the pole, sorry. Aim. Left IK hand aim. And for the pole, set the IK armature. Pole. Left IK hand pole. Now I don't really know what the rotation is, but if I take the IK handle, start rotating it, that should go along with it. That's good. That's exactly what I want. Move it this way. Yep, that's what I want. So hide the armature, get the main armature out, and constrain the hands. So again, set it influence to 0, add rotation, local space, IK. Wrist, left IK wrist. Okay, so now I've got to fix that. Probably set it to minus 90 degrees. So select that. Also hide this. Go into not edit mode. We're in pose mode. That's what I want. Left arm. Wrong pose mode for wrong. Nope. In the right one. IK handle. I want the wrist. Left IK wrist. Where's the wrist? Arm. No, that's the right. Left leg. Left IK arm. Forearm. The wrist. Let's set that to 90 degrees. Minus 90 degrees. Oh dear lordy. Or maybe it's just if I get the IK handle and just rotate it. There we go. Also, let's set that to the Euler, or XYZ Euler. So now this should have, yep, the handle does all that quite well. Yep. Perfect. Not save as. File, save. So let's just copy all of those handle bones to the right. Handle, aim, or handle. Go into edit mode for that. Armature, symmetrize. So now it's all on the right. Select the right wrist, the right IK wrist. Where's that? It's right there, isn't it? Yep. Right IK wrist. Let's attach that to the arm. Armature, parent, make, connected. Now select that wrist and attach that to the right handle. Oh wait, need to be in pose mode. Wrist is selected. Okay, add. Did I not do the I did not do the FK. Alright, let's do the FK first. FK, armature, wrist. Right FK wrist. Okay, now that's done. No, that is not what I want to do. Oh. Inverse kinematics, set the chain length to 1. Target. IK armature. Aim. Right hand aim. IK armature. Pole. Right hand pole. Set that to 90 just in case. Might be minus 90, but we'll see. Right handle. So now if I rotate this, first I'm gonna have to lock the bones, so get the main bones out. Main bones out. Set that to 0. Add rotation. Local. IK. Arm. Left, right IK arm. Set that to 0. Add a copy rotation. IK. Set to local space. IK. Arm. No. 4. Like IK, right IK, forearm. And now the wrist. 0. Copy rotation. Local space. Local space. IK armature. Wrist. Right IK wrist. Ooh, that is upside down. Right. And we open up the IK armature. Select the wrist. I did not select the wrist. Okay, set that to plus 90. Neither. Set to 0. Ah, foolish, I did the left. Hang on, let me just change that to R. And that's to R. What did I do wrong here? What did I do wrong here? Let me just think this out. Huh. That's weird. R IK pole. Just write down pole. R L IK hand. It's rotating with it here, but then it suddenly does that. What happens if I move this? Nothing. Nothing happens if I move that. It is connected to that, right? Yeah. Maybe it's set to world space or something. Maybe I forgot to set it to local space again. No, it's set to local space, so why is it doing that? This is a pickle. This is a pickle if I've ever had one. This doesn't make sense. This is the left. God, I'm foolish again. I keep doing rookie mistakes like that. So that's what my problem is. Nope, I did not fix it there. Okay, set that to minus 90. Just get all that set up, and yeah, there we go. I think that is it now. So rotate that way, rotate that way. Yep, 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 yep. All right, solved it. Now let's fix that over there, because I think I did a number on that one. L wrist twist. Where's the left handle? Now, I did a bit of rotation, so let's fix that. Minus 90. Yeah, minus 90. Handle. Ooh, let's set that to Euler. Because the Euler isn't set right, or XYZ Euler. Select the handle. There we go. There we go. Everything's ticking over now. Alright, so now the IKs and FKs are all set up. What's left now is to create some drivers so that I can switch between the two at will. So to do that, to do that, I am going to hide both of the IK and FKs and make the main armature selected. Oh wait, I haven't really fully checked if the FK armatures are working properly. Select that. Where's the handle? Handles. Left IK handle. Move it that way. Good, good. That looks good. That looks good. Great. Do the same over here. Select the right handle. That does not look good, because I know what I've done. I haven't changed it to this handle, right IK handle. All right, so where's the right IK handle? And there we go. Lovely. Oh wait, let's just test the bend of the elbow too. And yeah, that is beautiful. Easy, right? Now the hard part. Creating some drivers so we can switch between the two. Alright, so I don't want all that visible because that's just going to be distracting. Let's make that visible, and I put, if you remember correctly, I put some custom properties in this bone here, the hip bone, which looks like this, and it does this. So I've got the hip bone selected, and I got these two drivers: the left IK FK switch and the right IK FK switch. I'm gonna keep saving that because save often, save all the time. You want to make sure you don't lose any of your work. Anyway, I've got that selected. I'm going to select one of the bones, open a constraint, and add a driver. Select when you add a driver, select the second option down. Just to show, add driver, manually create later single. Then I'll open up the graph editor on here and select drivers. You know what I forgot to do again? I forgot to turn this on so you know what buttons I'm pressing. So I'll select the driver I want. I'll also add this driver here, add a driver. So I've got these two drivers that look pretty much the same now. And then what I'm going to do with this bone, I'm going to select this here. Select the bone in the properties, and this is the left joint. I am going to right click on this number here and click copy data path. Sorry, so with this selected, I'll open up the drivers I want. I'm going to change this variable here to single property. Open up the FK armature. Paste this. No, main armature. Pot armature, and then paste this in. So I believe this is going to give me the data path that I need to change this variable. So at the moment it's set to 1. This graph here is kind of set to 1 to 1. Let me just zoom in a bit. Horizontally zoom in. I'll zoom in properly. So this value here is 1, and this value is 1 as well. Now I want to be able to switch between these two. If both of these are set to max, what Maya I keep saying Maya. I'm used to working in Maya. What Blender does is it splits the difference between the two. So that's what I'm going just to show you. I'll set this. I can't set it to max. All right. We'll set this to 1. So now they're both set to max. I'll hide the main armature, open up FK, and rotate this up. Rotate it up. Okay then. You're not going to be easy with me. Alright, you're not going to be easy with me. That's fair. That's fine. It's fine. Maybe that's something I did wrong. Let's make this visible again. Right, so for that, both values are set to 1. The left FK leg and the left IK leg. Oh, I'm pretty sure it splits the difference, right? It's now constrained to this. I should be seeing a leg like halfway in between the two. And now I'll select Pot's geometry. And then there's something I can click that makes sure the updating is as it should be. Nothing show yet. Motion paths, no motion paths. Custom properties, don't need that. Cycles, no. Relationship extras, extra object data, extra data update. Maybe I'll just check both of these, because why not? So if I select that. Seriously, you're not doing it? You're going to be difficult to me, program? You're going to be difficult? That's not fair. Did I do something in the constraints that I shouldn't have? I might have done. Well, I can't rotate that. What am I doing? Let's select the IK and see if it does it there. Huh, that is kind of weird. It should be splitting the difference between the two. I thought it did. But no, it's just taking which one's lowest at the moment. And that's not what I want. I want it so that when it's like this, when they're both 1 and 1, then it splits the difference. What if I like move this down? No. Okay. For now, this is what I'm going to do. Alright, I will look. This is kind of confusing to me, but I don't know. 0. I'm going to set this here halfway through. And then this here, I'm going to set that. Let's just check which one that is. That's that one. I'm going to set that to 1. This other one here, which is going to be controlled by the same driver, var armature. No wait, keep it called var armature. Paste the object data that I've all got copied. I'm going to set this one. No, keep it at set it to a value of 0. Set this key to a value of 1, 0.5. Nope. I want it set to frame 0.5. There we go. It sets this to 1. And then I'll copy this, paste it there, and I'll do the same for this, copy this, paste it there. So if I look at this, where's the properties? Alright, this is confusing me now. This is confusing me now. Alright, so it should be, now that I've got that set, it should be FK. Let's just want this to work, okay? Where's the IK armature? FK armature I meant. Okay, let's move that back. Let's just see if the rotations. Yeah, when it gets to 5, it seems like IK just suddenly dominates it. Why? On the other rig that I showed the other day, it split the difference. Oh hey man, I've been missing the chat again. God darn it, I keep missing the chat. Oh, is my computer fan being heard now? That might be the position of my microphone. Yeah, it's a loud computer fan. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, this is kind of a this is a little annoying here. I don't want it to split the difference, or I don't want it to focus on 1 at a value of 5. I want it to split the difference, which is what I was pretty sure Blender did when they were both at a value of 1. Alright, I'm gonna set this to 5, 0.5. Have a look at this. This is a pickle. This is quite a pickle. This doesn't really make sense to me. Maybe if I switch this, so yeah, whatever is at the bottom, it dominates. It doesn't split the difference, whichever is at the bottom is the one it dominates. Or maybe, if I take the FK, or if I take the IK, make that visible, start moving it. Nope, doesn't split the difference at all. Alright, so I know what I gotta do now. One of these is got to remain constant, which would have to be the IK. The IK is going to have to stay constant. So IK is always on. Delete the driver for IK. And for this, I'm going to have to set that up. So let's place this to, first off, let's move that a ways. Set this to frame 0. So now, when I move the bone, it does that. And 0.5 is a splitting of the difference. So wherever I move this, the other bones are going to be halfway between it. Cool, cool. Now let's put this at 0. What's happening? Well, streaming, dude. I'm streaming, of course. Feel a little dizzy today, to be honest, so I might be a little out of it. So it appears I only need the one driver. Let's set this to 1. And let's add a driver to this. Manually create, make a single one later. Okay. Set it to a single property. And again, paste I have not copied the have not copied the object data. All right. With the rig. Oh, with the rig. I'm attaching the IK and FK rigs so I can have an IK FK rig switch or IK FK switch. Custom properties. I want this custom property right here. Copy data path. Select the knee. Select the armature, Potts armature, and paste. Oh, Control V in there. And then I'll go onto the F curve menu, set this value to 1, and set this value to 0. So it's completely reversed. And that's everything I want. Yep, then let's write var in the script. I should just have the FK joints all just to make sure. So that I can actually switch between them, and I'll set them all to 0 later. Right, so now that's all done. Let's check if that's going to work. Yep, they both rotate. That's good. That's exactly what I want. It's fine, man, but you know, show must go on. Show must go on. Now, set that influence to 1 again. Add driver, manually create, later single. That's kind of weird grammar when you think about it. Set this value to, or set this variable to single property. Select the armature. Paste the data path in there with Control V. Select F curve. Set the first one with a value to 1, and set the second one with a value to 0. Go back to drivers. Write var in the script. And let's just do everything else before we do that one. Right, set value to 1 there, add a driver there, and create. Pretty much the same thing. 1, 0. Drivers, single property, armature, Potts main armature, whatever you've named it, whatever you've named the main armature that drives the. Is that one splitting the difference? Oh sure, the others aren't going to split the difference, but that one is. Let me just try it. Got that selected. This is kind of weird. Maybe the FK, maybe the IK is in a weird position. Nope, no it isn't. Let's just have a look. Let's have a look at what's going on here. Set all them to 0. And all of them to 0. And set all of them to 0. Okay, so it's locking on the foot. We can see that. Let's just move the value to 1. Alright. Oh, I haven't pasted in var yet. I'm a fool. I haven't written var in the scripted expression yet. You see, this is what's bad. I'm all dizzy and I'm doing all of this stuff wrong. Alright, move that back there. Move that back there. Move that back there. Okay, all of that set up. Now I can do the switcheroo test. That's good. That's a good switch. So I just did the ankle. Now for the toe. Add a driver. No, I'll do the curve first. Value 1. Value 0. Drivers. Armature. The main armature. Paste the value. var. So now the entire leg, or the entire left leg, should now be adjustable. The toe didn't rotate. Why didn't the toe rotate? var is pasted in there. Why hasn't the toe rotated? It's because that influence hasn't been set to 1. So, there we go. There we go. An IK FK switch set for the left leg. So now whenever I want to animate an IK, I just set this to 0 and when I want to animate an FK or even switch on the go during animation to FK, just rotate this, set 2 keyframes, and I should be able to make a motion between IK and FK. So I say, like, if I was doing animation of my character kicking a ball, that's probably best done in an FK animation. But if I was to animate my character running, that would be best done with FK or IK. See, this is how dizzy I am, people. Now let's let's 0 all of that, set all that to 0, and do 0 here, do 0 here, do a 0 here, no, not that, with that, do a 0 here, and a 0 here. And now we're going to do the same for the right leg. Let me just not do what I just did. What did I just do? I selected that. No, I don't want to select the main armature. Let's hide the main armature. Let's get that. Move them over here so that I can check to see if the IK FKs are switching. Oop. There we go. Hide that. Get the main armature out. Now let's just set everything to an influence of 1. Since now I know what's going on. There. And there. Right, all of that set up. Let's start with the top. Oh, wait, no. First, let's select the hip bone, go into the specific bone property, and now I want to right-click the numbers on the right IK switch custom property and copy data path. Now let's select that leg, select the bottom one, and add a driver. Manually create later single. It's weird English when you think about that. Write down armature, paste the data path in there with Control V, set this to 1, set this to 0. You don't really need to do this like switching it to 1. You could have a value of 1 equals FK and a value of 0 equals FK and a value of 1 equals IK. It's just since I've got IK to the left, I like to think that when I move my slider left, it switches to IK. And when I move it right, it switches to FK. That's kind of what I like to have. Like, I could have called it FK IK switch, but I'm just too used to writing IK FK switch. For some reason, I'm just too used to that. In truth, it would be nice if you could do it the other. You know what I could have done? I could like move this up there, like that, and do it that way. Huh? What happened there? What happened there? Huh? Do I have the bone selected to thingy? I haven't written down var. Var. There we go. I keep forgetting to do that. I keep forgetting to write var in the script. Now I'm actually going to try that now and think about it. I'm going to move that up, so now you can see it's bent. Then I'm going to go into the constraint. For the FK, I'm going to add driver, create later, and hopefully this way I won't have to change that slider, or won't have to change that graph. So open up the armature, paste the data path, write var in there, and open up that, and yeah, I don't have to change the slider now. I think it's that simple. Should have been doing that all this time. Right, then I'm going to do that. Add a driver, manually create. Now it's much faster. I make things so complicated for myself. Oh yeah, that's the name of the variable. I'm writing in the wrong thing. It's been looking at PC Online, and in Japan, PC, that would cost £2,000 in England. Oh, PC Online. Well, nice to hear something's cheaper for once. Cheaper somewhere. Maybe I should move to Japan. What's armature? Paste the data path. Write var in there. And let's do that last part here. Add a driver. Armature. Paste. var. And let's test the slider. Ah. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at that beautiful that IK-FK switch. Great. Perfect. Now I'm gonna hide that. Open up the FK. Where is that? There it is. Gonna put that all back to 0. 0. And 0. And 0. And 0. And 0. Okay, now that that's all working, hide that. Now let's just see how it looks when I do this. No, that's the wrong bone. I don't want to select that bone. I want to select this bone. See how this looks. Looks like nothing. So now we do the same for the arms. Set all the influences to 1 again. Now that I know that it doesn't split the difference, I thought it did. I honestly thought it did. I seem to remember it splitting the difference when both are set to 1. Okay, and to avoid doing the graph thing again, I'm going to put all the FKs at the bottom. Alright, now let's start doing the drivers. So, manually create for later, whatever. Oh wait, hang on a minute, you know what I forgot to do? I need something to be able to control these drivers. Now, usually I attach it to the shoulders. I've got one little problem with these shoulders though, and that is, well, they're kind of bad. The way they're set up is kind of irritating to control shoulders with the location they are. So I'm going to go into edit mode, add a bone, add a single bone, move that bone to maybe the, ooh, no, not like that, move the entire bone, say there. I don't know why it's doing it from the bottom. Hang on, let me do this a better way. Move it here. I'm gonna move it. Actually, no, I'll keep it there. I'll keep it there. I'll name this bone, and what I'll name it is, first I'm actually going to rename this L clavicle. I'll rename this clavicle as well. And this I'm going to name L shoulder. Keep doing capitals when I don't need to. I'm gonna armature symmetrize that. So now I've got our shoulder, and these are now going to be what controls the shoulder. How they're going to control, I'll explain later. Put them in pose mode. I'm going to add a custom property to these. Add a custom property to this one. Go into edit mode. Set the 0.000 and name it IK FK switch. Okay, and I'll do the same for this one. Add, call it IK FK switch, and let's set the value to 0.000. Okay, so now these both got IK FK switches, and I'm going to switch the shoulders from these controls. So first off is selecting the left shoulder, because I'm going to do the left first, and of course copy data path in that one. Select the arm, armature, paste the data path, and write var in there. Alright, do it here as well. Add a manual. Set it to single property, armature, paste the data path, write var in there, do it here now, add a driver, single property, main armature, or whatever you've called it. So yeah, it looks like it will take 3 months to get my PC at the most. Well, that's not too much time to wait. I could wait 3 months myself. In the meantime, keep yourself refreshed in some way. Or maybe just read up on it, or even drawing can help. So that should all be set up. I'll test it later. For now, I'm just going to do some other stuff, I guess. Alright, gonna add or copy data path here. Again, go into the constraints, add a driver, manually create single property, main armature, or I've called it POTS armature. Write var in here. Do it with this one. Add a driver. Main armature. Paste. var. Do it over here. Manual. Single property. Main armature, paste, var. Always show the development of your design. It's often a good idea to start with a very quick sketch and then just complicate it as things go on. Okay, so now that I got that set up, let's test to see if the switch is working. So at the moment it should be set to IK, so let's get the IKs out and see if the IKs are working. So yeah, that's working. The reverse foot rig is working. Let's also try the toe. That's working, it's working. It's working. Brilliant, brilliant, and brilliant. No, don't select the root. And got that. Rotates. Great. Perfect. Now let's see this. Did I select the handle? I did. That's good. Now that. Yep. Yep. Oh wait, hang on. Hang on there. Move that back. What about the Yep. Over here now. I've got the handle selected. Yep. Rotates well. Yep. Yep. Sorry. Hey, I sound like that character off Land Before Time. I can't remember her name. Ducky, was it? I think it was Ducky. And now let's switch it all to FK. So get the main armature open. Or switch it all to IK. Select that bone. Switch. Switch. Now select that one there. Switch. And switch. So now let's test the test the FKs. Yes, good. Oh wait, set it to local. I didn't realize this wasn't all set to local. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Over here as well. Over here. Little rotations. Do it on this as well. Oop. Got it doing at a weird angle. Yes. Great. Now the legs. Yep. Yep. And yep. Wait, I didn't try the toes. Toes, good. And of course, make sure the roll is working. Nice. Of course I won't forget to save. Excuse me. My voice cracked for a second there. Of course I won't forget to save. Save often, save all the time, save often. I forget how the phrase actually goes. Okay, so the IK-FK switch is working perfectly. And is exactly how we want it to work. So, what I'm going to do, there's a few more things we've got to do for the IK-FKs, for the IKs and FKs first, before we actually attach them to the armature itself, so I don't have like 3 different armatures to keep switching back and forth between. So there's a few more things we've got to set up, but for now, it's working great. Let's move everything back to IK, because I like to have IK as the default. Alright, so now that I've done that, what have I got to do? What I've got to do, for starters, is do a little trick for the knee. Now, if you notice, like in the IK, when I select the IK, move it around, or select the handle and move it around, the knee bends by itself. The knee does exactly what it needs to do, but when I go into the FK, now the leg is going to bend with it on this, but that doesn't matter. The knee needs to be rotated accordingly, and that's just not cricket. The fact that we've got to bend the knee additionally is a little bit annoying. So I need to set up a sort of system so that when I bend the knee, the foreleg, or the foreleg bends as well, so that I can control it through just one single control. Going already, dude? Well, thanks for joining, and thanks for a few conversations. It's been fun having you. And you'll get back to 3D, don't worry. Huh. So what's the best way to do that? Because I feel like it's going to be if I do like the knee and do a 90-degree rotation, which would probably be this, I feel like I'm going to have a little bit of a annoying inaccuracy. But then is it really that much of a problem? Now that I think about it, it could be. It could be, that's the thing. It could be a problem. Or just a bit, not exactly a massive problem, but an annoying problem. Just a thing like I rotate it 45 degrees and the leg turns 90 degrees. And I'm just like, ugh, that's annoying. But isn't really that much of a problem. Because I do like to work with precise numbers, to be honest. I like working precisely. Say hello, dude. Been fun having you. And maybe I'll invite you in. Maybe I'll invite you on again for another chat later on, or not later on a later stream. I enjoyed your presence last time. So that's my problem. Shall I make it so that this rotates equivalent to this, or shall I make it so that if it reaches 90 degrees, okay, I've made my decision. First I'm going to try it like this. Local space, IK armature, knee. So now when I rotate this, not like that, doesn't seem to rotate. Because I'm on IK, not FK. FK armature. Now let's deselect the other two, and so it only does X. There we go. So now it does that, which is good. Oh wait, man, 180 degrees, not 90. But, you know, that works. You could also do it with drivers, but it's just quicker to do it like that. So, yeah. Let's do the same here. Copy rotation. Deselect Y and Z. Select the FK armature. That's just FK armature. Knee, right knee. Oh yeah, of course, local space. And there we go. So now the knee does that. That's exactly what we want. So that's one part set up. What's the next part I've got to do? Do I need to do anything else additionally? I don't really know. Just trying to remember, what have I got to do next? I think I want to set up how the shoulders move. Yes, I want to set up the way the shoulders move. Do I need to do anything in the FK? Ah yes, there is something I need to do in the FK. I need to set up controls for the reverse foot rig. That's what I need to do in the FK. So back into the driver. Back into driver we go. So of course I'm not going to have all of these bones selectable and stuff like that, because that's just annoying. Actually, wait, there's something I remembered that I wanted to change in this. So I've got this that's connected to... Oop. That is connected to... No, it isn't. Wait, so if I select that, rotate it... Ah, yeah, never mind, I don't have to do that. I thought I would have to do that. Would I still? If I rotate it that way. Right. Gonna have to change the hierarchies here. Right, so at the moment, this is hierarched to them. However, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to hierarchy to that. So armature, parent, make, keep offset. So now it's attached to that. I'm going to do the same for the other side. Is that the one? I think that's the, yes, that's the one. And the same for the other side. Armature, parent, make, keep offset. And then this is going to be parented to that. Armature, parent, make, keep offset. Which one will be that be? I think it'll be this one. Wait, right? Actually, wait. Yes, this one. Armature, parent, make, keep offset. Then that happens. Hang on, let me go in pose mode and see what happens if I rotate this up. I feel like they've lost their parent now. Okay, got that. And then this be parented to this. Armature, parent, make, keep offset. No. Yes. No. Yes. Alright, go into pose mode. Alright, that works. And that works. And this works. Alright. Changed my mind on like how I want that to be constructed, and I think that's the ideal way to do it. Okay, so I'm going to add more custom properties in this, but this time I want a lot. I want 1, 2, 3, 4 properties. I want 4 different properties for this one. First one, I am going to call it... I'm going to set it to... I'm going to actually say the minimum is -1. Set it to 0. And call it ankle twist. So basically it's going to control these. So like if you want to move right, it goes like this. If you want to move left, it goes like this. So that's what this is going to control. Save that. So that's one control. Wait, did I? I did not. I did not save it. Set it to 0.000 there. Name, ankle, twist. Okay. And another one. Call this one foot roll or tip. Let's call it tip roll. No. Tip twist. Let's call it tip twist. So this is going to doing it in the wrong menu. Alright. Set it to 0. Set it to 0. Again, let's put a -1 in there because that'll be pretty good. Let's call it tip twist. Okay. Let's call it tip twist, and that's going to be driving this. Let's do it on this foot because I know that setup. That's going to drive this. Alright, I've got a little issue there. Hang on, needs fixing. Needs fixing, and I'm gonna fix it. Armature, parent, make, keep offset. Now, there we go. There we go. Right, got tip twist. Add another. This one's gonna be a roll. I'm just gonna call this one a toe roll, and this is just going to be a simple 0 1. It's going to be a simple 0 to 1, and add one last one. Edit. This is again going to be a simple 0 to 1. Oh wait, there is another one I want actually, but I'll put that in after I do this. Wait, is there another one I want? Maybe there isn't. Maybe there isn't actually. Maybe. Yeah, maybe I don't need to do what I was just thinking. I don't need to add another one, so I'm good. What was I going to call it? I was going to call it tip roll. So toe roll is going to control this, and tip roll is going to control. That ain't good. It's because I'm selecting the wrong thing. Tip roll is going to control this. Alright, so now that all of that is set up, let's do it all on the other side. Let's just copy some of these names. -1. Okay. And another. What's this one called? Tip roll. C. Control C. Edit. Control V. Paste. Properties. Set to 0. -1. So I can have a -1 in there. Didn't. It's a shame that you've got to save the name or press OK. If I could just press enter and then it will be like good. Alright. Let's copy this. No, I didn't want to. I pressed Control V and not Control C. So it pasted the previous one. Add. Edit. 0.000. Every time. There we go. And yes, 0 to 1 is fine. And then finally, edit, toe roll, Control C, go to the other one, add, edit, Control V, 0.000, 0 to 1. Okay, everything's set up. Got the sliders that are now going to control my reverse foot rig. Now it's time to make them work. So there's a few drivers I'm going to have to set up. I think I'm going to have this roll like 90 degrees or something. First off, set up the or change this, because again this is so annoying to work with when using drivers. I honestly hate working in that when I'm using drivers. I hate working on that quarterization, whatever. EULA, XYZ. Is this one? I think it is. Yes, it is. And this is already set to EULA. So this bone, toe reverse. Should I just call it toe? I'll just call this one toe, because in the end this is what I'm going to use to control the toe on the FKs. Anyway, save. Let's do it all over here as well. Has this one been? Nope. EULA. EULA. EULA, XYZ EULA. XYZ EULA. Oh, look at you. You're going to be an XYZ EULA. Do you want to be an XYZ EULA? Because I'm making you one. What about you? You want to be an XYZ EULA? Look at that. I just made you one. You've got no say in the matter. Ha! Alright, now that all that's set up, let's get to script writing. Now I wonder, if I like deleted all of these and just copied, would that just pass over? I don't know, and I don't think it's worth a shot. Keep saving, save all the time, save often. Alright, so first I'm going to do the ankle twist, so let's copy up data path there. And we'll start, I believe this is the first one. Yep, that's the first one. And go to its rotations. This is an X rotation, so in add driver, manually create a later single. And this one's practically going to be completely controlled by the graph in here rather than writing a script. This is going to be completely controlled by the graph, very much like the IK-FK switches. So let's foot, L foot, right there. I believe that's what this is called. Yep, L foot. No, I want single value. IK armature, paste the data, and now let's zoom in. Wait, where is the other end though? Other end should be high, high. There it is. No, there it isn't. There it is. Now let's zoom in vertically, because I can barely see that. Oops, too vertically. Now, what rotation should I achieve? 60 seems somewhat reasonable. Let me just edit, because, oh wait, no, I haven't applied var yet, so let's write var in there. Now let's see how much it rotates. Rotates 60. Now 60 seems kind of reasonable, but maybe I want 70. So let's set that to 0. Select that again. Maybe I will set this value here, which is at actually 57.3. I'll set it to 80. 80 seems like an overkill, which is perfect. It's better to have an overkill than an underkill. Oh. So now if I rotate it, rotate the ankle twist, does that. You know what it also does? It does that, which is not what I want. So that good, that not good. Actually, that is too far. I see now that that is too far. So let's reduce that to 70. 70 might be overkill enough. 70 is too much overkill. 0. So now let's go to 65. And 65 is too much overkill. Alright. So 60 it is. Let's go 60. Even 60's overkill. Dang. Alright, back to 58. It was 58.3, but who's counting, right? Yeah. Alright, 58 it is. 58 it is. Let's go back in here. But one thing we wanted to do is stop when it gets down here. Fortunately, all I've got to do is select that. Which one is it, by the way? It's that one. And set that value to 0. Set that value to 0. So now, when I move it this way, it doesn't move, which is good. Now select that. And we'll add the driver for that one. This is gain X, so add drivers. Manually create later single. Drivers, single property, IK armature, paste data path, write var in there. So this time, what I'm going to do is this is going to be set, this is going to be 0, so a value of 0. I'm going to set this one to frame -1, and this one to frame 1, or frame 0, and I'll put this one at value of 58. I said 58, and for here I'll set that to a value of 0. So now when I rotate this, it should go that way. Is it overkill on that? It's overkill on that side. Kind of weird. So I've got to reduce it for this one. Let's go to 50 for now. That's probably a bit underkill, but alright, so that might be underkill. Let's go 0. Let's set it to 54. That's overkill again. What value is it right here? It's around 40. Alright, let's move it a little longer. It's about there where it loses it. Right. So what's the rotation here? About 50. So I'll set it to 50. Oh, wrong way. 50's good. Okay, so that's that set up. Put it back to 0. Let's save it. Save again, because why not? And now let's do the tip roll. So copy data path of the tip roll and add a driver in here. Oh, yeah, add a driver in here, which I want rotation Y this time. So add, create single driver later, sure. Now this one I should be able to, I might not even need to change the graph because it might be fine already. Oh wait, but I'll tell you what I still need to do. I still need to write down the driver. So create a single property, open up the IK armature, paste the data path in there, write var in there, and maybe I don't need to do the graph at all because it might be fine already. Tell you what, it hasn't happened. -1. It needs to have a value of -1. Edit -1. Okay. Wait, did it? Yes. That's definitely overkill over there. But I think that much rotation is fine actually. Because in the end, when I'm moving, I'll be moving the leg around, so that out of placeness isn't going to be that much of a problem. Let me just see how much I can rotate my foot. Yeah, that rotation's fine. Alright, so that's that sorted out. Now let's do... I don't need to affect the graph at all. That is completely perfect. Now let's do the roll. Now this is going to be a little tricky. Do the right amount of roll. Let's have a look, because out there. For this, I'm going to need to adopt a little bit of help. So let me create this plane. I'm going to use this plane to help me see when it's on the ground. Let me just make that unselectable so I don't accidentally select it. Where's the plane? There's the plane. Right, so now I can't select it. Go into pose mode. Let's copy the property of toe roll or tip twist. Oh, I see. I see what I've done. Okay. Twist. Bleh. Twist. Huh? Okay, it's sorted out in alphabetical order. I did not realize. Roll. I did not realize that it sorts us out in alphabetical order, so that's why there was a confusing thing. I didn't realize that it sorts it out in the properties are organized in alphabetical order. But now that I do know that, now that I do know that, set this to 0. Call this again. I'll call this twist bleh. Just make sure it's the right one, right? Yep, that's the right one. Edit. Tip. Twist. Bleh. And this one I'll call roll. And this one will be twist. Huh? I think I know the problem. I know the problem. Twist. Bleh. Alright, this is now twist bleh. This is now roll. Get rid of twist. So this doesn't affect it when it should. Reason being is because the var, or the variable, is written tip roll, and that's not the variable I want. So let's rename that to twist. And now I select that and do the twist. There we go. Solved it. Solved it. I have solved the issue. I need some water. Lovely, lovely water. Also, want to fix that, 0.0. Because I wanted to count the decibels. Now the tip roll here. So that's 0. I don't want this to have a minus, so minimum 0. My god, look at how many decimals there are in that. So the tip roll, it's copy data path. And in this one, I want to control the X rotation. So add drivers manually, single IK, paste var, put the var in there. Alright, now let's start manipulating this. So what angle do I want? First off, let's maximize this, and I don't want it to rotate that way. So I want this to be a minus. So let's set it to -10. Let me just Alright, so we want more than a minus 10. Nope, less, so let's go minus 20. I'm actually going to turn the X-ray off this for a bit because that's kind of getting in the way. So X-ray is just temporarily off. Now I can see that it's too much. So can I see it's too much? So let's set it to minus 18 because it might be just that much too much. That much too much. Let's try 15 now. A value of minus 15. Tiny bit more, so let's try 17. Wrong. 1 7. $15.5, I guess. 15.5. And I think that is spot on. Little bit. I'll add, and I'll put it 0.6. Yep, that is spot on. And now that I've done that, I don't want it to go. I don't want it to do that at 1. If anything, I want this to happen much sooner. So I'll set this. First, I'll copy the value here and paste that value here. And then for this, I'm going to move down the frames. So let's say frame 2, so 0.2. And now this is going to do the rest of it. So let's go to frame 0.2 on this, 0.2. And I'm on 0.2. This is where I want this one to start. So again, I want to add a driver to the X. Add, what do I want to add? Go to drivers, single property, IK, armature. Paste that. That's not what I want to paste. Alright, I want to copy the thing again. Also, let's turn the X-ray back on. Since I no longer need the thing now. Go to the properties, let's copy the role again. Copy data path. Go back in here. Paste, Control V. And write var in there. So at 0.2 we want this to be 0. So set the frame of 0 to 0.2. And for left we'll change the value. Nope, change that. Right? It's the left one. It's this, right? Yeah. Why weren't you changing? Come on, go to 0. Listen to me, software. Now let's see how it just climbs by default. That's a bit higher. No, actually. That seems fine, actually, by default. Maybe we could do a bit of a steeper one so we can get like a perfectly. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Right, I've got that. All that's left now is the toe roll. So this. Saving so much. So add which one? X driver. Add for the X driver. Manually create. 0 is 0, and that's all we want. Let's select the foot again. Copy data path. And we'll paste that. Wait, no, not in there. In here. set to single property, IK armature, paste it in there, write var in there. Now let's just see how it looks by default, because default might be enough, but I don't feel default is enough. I feel default is too short, so let's make it steeper. Let's make it 85. Let's make default 85. Yep, 85 will do. It's beyond what we want, and beyond is probably the best. You don't want two beyonds, just beyond enough. So yeah, that's all the drivers set up for the left foot. Now let's just have to do the same for the right foot. You know what? I feel like I could have probably just made it with one leg and did the symmetrize thing, and it would set up all the names for me. And if it did do that, then I've made a big mistake. Alright. Regardless, this is what I've done. No turning back now. It was a huge mistake and I'm paying for it. So this is the main one. Let's see if I can remember how I did this. So all the drivers are in there. Tip roll. That's the wrong one. Tip twist is the one I want to be able to go into the minus. So -1 there. No, that's -2. -1. Edit. Set that to 0. Okay. Okay. Add. Manually create driver. Drivers. Single property. I didn't copy the data path right here. This is for the right foot. I believe that's what this bone's called. Right foot. Yep. IK armature. Paste. var. That's set up now. Now what was it set up on this side? A value of... What's this value? Value of 58 degrees. So on this one I want the same. Value of 58 degrees. And this as well should be set to 58. So that we've got a nice sharp angle there. Well, I don't really need to do that, but this, on the other hand, needs to be set to 0, so that it doesn't go the other way. Make sure. Yep. And this one, gain Y, add drivers, manually create single. And how much was this one? That's a value of 50. That's scale. Delete driver. I wasn't meant to do scale. I was meant to do rotation. So set this to -1. Set it to 50. Set this to frame 0. Value 0. And set that, my right one, to 0. Right, do the test. Oh wait, I didn't do the driver. Single property, IK, paste the object data, var. Ooh, let's see, this is already like that. Right, that's good. That is good. I believe the tip roll, or the tip twist, was already set to default, so copy data. Select the tip twist. Change the Y, add drivers, create blah de blah de blah. Single, IK, blah blah blah. We all know this. var. Test it. Then click OK again. -1. Okay. There we go. There we go. This is what we want. What else? What else? What's next? Let's do the tip roll. Copy the X, no, copy the X, manually create later. Don't forget to copy the object path, tip roll, add driver, add tip roll, copy data path, not add driver. And select this one. Let's just test what rotation I had on that. That was a value of -15.6. So we'll set that for this one. -15.6. -15.6. Oh wait, that's the wrong. -15.6. There we go. And this was at frame 2, I believe. So put this at frame 0.2. It's not the one I wanted to select. That's the one I wanted to select. Yep. Yep. That's not right. Why does it do that? Easy fix though. Just do that. There we go. That's solved. Let's just make sure that rotates the right way, because that could be... Oh yeah, I didn't connect the what the driver was. var single property ik. I need to copy the thing again. Tip roll, copy data path. Get in there. Control V. var. Just see if that works. Yep. All good. And now what value is this at? That's a value of 57.3. I think that's the default. So I just need to set the thing to 0 essentially. Add drivers, manually create later. 7.3, 0.2. And set this left-handed one to 0. And the driver is IK. Nope. IK armature, paste. var. Let's try the tip roll. There we go. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. If you wonder why it's got 2 bones, it's to mimic the shoe, because as you can see, it rolls there, so basically it steps down and then stands on the very tip of the shoe. And finally, this. Now what value do I have this set to on there? I have it set to 85. So X again, add drivers to the X rotation. Let's set that to the value it should be, 85. Drivers. Ooh, don't forget to copy the object data, tow roll, copy data path. Go in here. Single property, IK armature, paste. Oh wait, it's because it's connected to a driver. It's like, why isn't it rotating? Tow roll. I don't think I pasted var. Oh, I don't think I put var in. I did not. var. There we go. var. Aha! There we go. So that's all the tows set up. That is all the tows set up, and the IKs are looking good. But now that I have all that set up, you know what I don't need? all these bones in my face. So I'm going to hide all of these bones, because they don't need to be visible. Left IK handle doesn't, well, actually wait, that's going to have to be visible for later. Let's hide all the things I don't need to show. So, where's the reverse rig? Arm, pole vector. No, I need the pole vectors. Wait, do I? Leg, arm, yes, I need them. R foot. R, IK leg. Alright, so let's hide all the things in the R foot first, all the things I don't need to see. So, R foot, don't need. I don't need this, don't need this, don't need this, don't need that, don't need that. What else don't I need? Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, might need that, don't need that, don't need that. Also, I might not need that toe, so let's hide that. So that's everything I need for the foot in the IKs. Actually, I don't even need that. Don't need that. Although I'm going to keep it visible anyway. So that's everything I don't need, and that's all hidden. This, on the other hand, this is what I'm going to use to control the foot in the IK, so I'm going to keep that visible. Let's do it the same with the left foot. Make everything that's in there visible. Don't need this, 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 this. Might need that. Don't need this. Don't need this. Let's look at the left leg. Find the toe. I don't need the toe. Don't need that. Okay, brilliant. I'm also going to make the left wrist invisible because I don't need that. And the IK handles, I don't need the vectors that it uses, so hide that, hide that. Where's the left IK handle? Or the right IK handle? There it is. Don't need those again. Don't need the wrist. So left IK wrist, don't need that. Everything that doesn't need to be seen is hidden. Hiding all of that. And there we go. That's all the IK, that's everything set up that the IKs need. Let's just play with this one more time. Working great, looking good. Again, looking good. Looking good again. Still looking good. You can see it over here. I'm actually going to hide the shoe now because it's getting in the way. Right shoe. Hide it. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Alright. So that is. And is all of that set up. Everything everything that needs to be done in the IKs is done. And everything in the FKs, well, nothing needs to be done. So all that's left now is to join it all into the main armature. So let's do that, shall we? Let's do that. But first off, just to make things more clear, I'm going to go into the main armature, make it visible, or make this invisible first, or unvisible, whatever. Make that visible. I'm going to hide what I don't need right now. So for example, these two, let's go into edit mode. I'm going to constrain these to the chest. Armature, parent, make, keep offset. So I move this. I'll move this up here. Yep, that's constrained to the chest. And I'm going to hide all the arms. Let's go into pose mode, because that's where I'm going to see them all. Pose mode. Left shoulder, right shoulder. All the twists are already hidden. Let's hide the wrist. Don't need that. Hide the forearm, hide the arm. Let's make the constraint visible. And let's make the shoulders invisible. At the moment, all I really want to see are the constraints. All the things, everything that isn't, everything that doesn't have what it, like, that isn't locked, or doesn't, except for the constraints, or except for the shoulder constraints, everything that isn't green essentially is going to stay visible, but everything that is green is going to be hidden. Hide the toe, hide the ankle, hide that, hide that, hide that, hide that, no, not hide that. Anything else that needs to be seen? Hide the knee. Not going to hide the constraint. There's the rest of the leg. There's the rest of the leg. Toe. So all of that done. Now we're in the arms. Where's the left arms? Let's hide the arms. The clavicle. Left arm constraint. There it is. Let's make that invisible. Let's make the constraint visible. Forearm and the wrist. Where's the wrist? There's the wrist. The fingers, on the other hand, are going to stay visible because there's no locking on them. So all of that is gone. Now that all of that's gone, I can set it up to a... Actually, wait. I just remembered one thing that I was going to do, but forgot. I've already passed 2 hours. Alright, I'm going to do... Will I do it? It takes so long to do, though. Ugh. It'll take so long to do. And I'm trying to limit these to 2 hours. Oh well. Oh well. I'm only hiding this because it becomes easier to see when I do the next stage after what I forgot to do. Also, these, I don't need these anymore, so I'm deleting those. Now let's hide the main armature. I make the IK visible because we can play with the IK. Hi. Are you animating? I'm not animating anything right now. What I am making is a rig for animation. So I've got myself a lovely little rig here. And there still needs to be some work doing. It's not done yet, but everything seems to be going well so far. Anyway, hello. Thanks for joining. Nice to see you in here. Oh, why are you apologizing? No need to apologize. I know to the untrained eye this could look just like basic animation, but at the moment I'm just setting up the rig, getting it ready for animation. There's no need to apologize, dude. Any questions you ask, you're welcome to it. You're welcome. But thanks for coming into the stream. Happy to see you. Well, I think for now, that's an unfortunate thing. I'm keeping this stream to 2 hours, and I have reached that 2-hour peak, so I'm going to be continuing it tomorrow. And so anyone watching after the stream or watching the replay or something, or watching the replay, I just want to say thank you everybody for watching, and I hope we've all learnt a lot together. So, thank you for watching, everybody, and always remember to cook before watching. I will see you next time. And sorry to cut this short from you joining, player, but regardless, I appreciate your visit, and I hope to see you maybe in the next stream. For now, everybody, take care, and I'll see you in the next stream.